We began a relationship that lasted about 3 years. I was underage, and he...
Hollywood has seen some very romantic and meant-to-be couples in its history, but there are some romances or flings that didn't sit well. In fact, it was quite uncomfortable. Well, everybody cannot be Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas, can they? So, let us dive in and look at the 30 most uncomfortable Hollywood romances. Watch to the very end if you don't want to miss any of these. Starting off, we have Tyga and Kylie Jenner. The youngest sibling of the Kardashian-Jenner family dated the American rapper Tyga from 2014 to 2017. Now, this is where the uncomfortable and weird part comes. At the time when they started dating, Kylie was a minor. Yep, you heard that right. She was just 17 when she started dating Tyga, who was a grown man of 24 years. No matter what anybody says, dating a minor is not normal, especially when you aren't one. The couple faced severe criticism from their fans and media, and they can't blame people for being harsh. Although these two denied being together, they went public with their relationship when Kylie turned 18 in August 2014. Tyga even gifted her a Ferrari for her birthday. Their on and off relationship finally came to an end when they broke up for good in 2017. Both of them went their separate ways. Kylie started dating Travis Scott, and who did Tyga date? Well, I don't know.
Breaking up with someone, it's like you go to being so close with someone, like them being your everything, to then seeing them and acting like you don't know each other. It's like hard to be normal. I personally don't think it's easy to just...
Our next couple is Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher. Before we take a look into their relationship, let me ask you something. Would you date someone 15 years younger than you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. It is unusual to have a relationship with a guy who is 15 years younger than you, but that didn't stop Demi and Ashton from dating.
There's so much of these so-called celebrity magazines that focus on our age difference, and I don't get it, because all that I focus on is that she is the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Demi Moore was 40 and Ashton Kutcher was 25 when the pair first started dating. They first met at a party in 2003. Demi was already a well-known actress and Ashton was gaining fame from the show That 70s Show. These two were a couple for 8 long years and even got married in 2005. So obviously they were bound to make the headlines. The first reason was their big age gap, and the second reason was that these two actually got married. This raised a lot of eyebrows in the industry as well as among the public, but their fire kindled out after almost 6 years in marriage. In 2011, the pair announced their split and finally divorced in 2013. Following that, we have Hunka Hunka Elvis Presley and Priscilla Presley. The king of rock and roll was all dolled up and handsome on the stage. All the ladies wanted him, but he had his eyes on someone else. And who was that? It was young Priscilla, his future wife. So, you must be asking yourself, how did they meet? I've got the answer to that question. Elvis first met Priscilla when he was stationed in Germany with the U.S. Army. Elvis was 24 and Priscilla was just 14 when they first met. Yes, she was a child, and yes, this is extremely weird. Their big age gap, and Priscilla being just 14, raised a lot of eyebrows. Well, that's naturally right, especially when you're dating a child.
Women throwing themselves at you. Why my daughter?
Although Priscilla's parents weren't hesitant towards their relationship, they finally accepted it, and the couple got married in 1967 when she was 17 years old.
On May 1st, 1967, Priscilla walked down that aisle. We called it Elvis's May Day, and I was there. At about 4 in the morning, Elvis and Priscilla went to the Clark County Courthouse, where Elvis paid $15 for a marriage license. Then they drove to the Aladdin Hotel and retired, with the wedding set for early that same morning.
Everything was happy at first. They even had their daughter Lisa Marie Presley in 1968. But their turbulent marriage came to an end in 1973 when the couple divorced and went their separate ways. After their divorce, Priscilla has spoken about how Elvis exerted control over her life, from her appearance to her social interactions. All these combined with their big age difference, and the past of their relationship was just too much to take in. The next celebrity couple on our list is Woody Allen and Soon-Yi Previn. The legendary Hollywood actor and Soon-Yi tied the knot in 1997 and has been married since.
Allen has been pretty tight-lipped about his relationship with wife Soon-Yi Previn since tying the knot in 1997.
Well then, why is this couple on the list? I'll explain why. Woody Allen was in a long-term relationship with Mia Farrow, who is the adopted mother of Soon-Yi. The fact that Allen had a romantic relationship with his partner's adopted daughter is too weird, but there's more. After he ended his relationship with Mia Farrow, he started dating Soon-Yi. The fact that Allen was 56 years old and she was just 21 when they started dating didn't help the situation as well. Many people even accused Allen of being a predator for being in a relationship with his young adopted stepdaughter. Although we say love has no boundaries, this was a bit too extreme. Before we unveil our next celebrity, let us see if you can guess who it is. If you have watched the 2007 Transformers movies, then you might remember her very well. In the 26th spot, we have Megan Fox. Not just her, we have Machine Gun Kelly too. When Megan and Kelly made it official about their relationship, a lot of young hearts were broken. They started dating shortly after Megan split from Brian Austin Green. This fast transition led to some questions, but that was that. The relationship between Megan and Kelly really made their fans and the public uncomfortable because these two had some pretty unusual practices. MGK even said they both drank each other's blood, which many found strange and excessive. These two even got engaged in 2022, but it was later called off in 2023. The pair ended their relationship in 2024 after 3 years of dating.
How would you describe your relationship with MGK?
I think that what I've learned from being in this relationship is that it's not for public consumption.
Advancing to the next celebrities on our list, we have a couple that shocked everyone when they were seen together. We're going to look into the short and strange relationship of Kate Beckinsale and Pete Davidson. Pete is no stranger to dating celebrities. He was dating Ariana Grande and Kim Kardashian before he dropped a bomb with Kate Beckinsale. These two dated for just 4 months, from January to April 2019. But that was enough for people to call it weird. Pete was 25 and Kate was 45 when the pair started dating. This big 20-year age gap was too big to be ignored. Kate even has a daughter who is just 3 years younger than him. So obviously it was quite strange to see her date someone whose age is more closer to her daughter than it is to her. The couple was seen in public a few times and people began wondering about the status of their relationship. Well, that didn't last long, as just after 4 months of flinging, they broke up. Her busy schedule and the big age difference made it difficult for them to be together.
If you have questions about a relationship with a big age difference, just ask Leonardo DiCaprio, Jason Statham, Michael Douglas, Richard Gere, Jeff Goldblum, Scott Disick.
Next on our list is Caroline Flack, the host of the reality TV show X Factor. She has dated some famous people, including Harry Styles and Prince Harry. Looks like she has a thing for Harrys. We're going to look into her relationship with Harry Styles. She dated the One Direction star back in 2011 when he was a contestant in the show she was hosting. If that brought a frown on your face, wait till you hear the real issue. When she dated Harry, he was still a minor. Yes, you heard that right. Harry was 17 and she was 31 when they first started dating. She faced a lot of criticism for this, but she just brushed them away. Flack said it was quite strange dating the young musician, but also said she would never apologize for it. At one point, she was even called the pedophile in the street. But both of them parted ways after a short and brief relationship that ended in early 2012. Moving on to our next strange couple, we have Don Johnson and Melanie Griffith. Both of them first saw each other on the set of the Herod Experiment in 1972, and a fire started to burn in both of their hearts. Melanie, who was 14 at the time, fell for Don, who was 22. Yes, very weird. Even Melanie's mother, who too was an actor, was worried that her daughter fell for an older man. But what to say, these two were in a relationship by then. When Melanie turned 15, she moved in with her boyfriend Don. If this happened today, this would have created an uproar because of the netizens, would have shredded them to pieces. After moving in with him, Dawn put a ring on her finger right when she turned 18 in 1976. However, the marriage lasted only a year, but the couple got back together in 1989 before divorcing again in 1994. This must be one of the most awkward and strange relationships ever. Let us dive into our next uncomfortable romance. I don't know if you could call the relationship between R. Kelly and Aaliyah as an uncomfortable Hollywood romance, because it was far more than that.
Well, no, we're not related at all. No, we're not. We're just very close. He's my best friend.
Yeah, cool.
Now, who found her? In the whole wide world.
I found Leah. As a matter of fact, Barry Hankerson, my manager, who's her uncle, told me to go up to Detroit and hear her sing.
Singer and rapper R. Kelly has a history of sexual abuse cases, so it was a bit concerning and strange when he started dating the musical prodigy Aaliyah back in 1994. Aaliyah met him when she was just 12, and just 3 years later, they were dating. Now, this is where things get ugly. Kelly, who was 27, married Aaliyah, who was just 15 in 1994.
Love man hip-hop star R. Kelly did indeed marry his protege, the 15-year-old singer Aaliyah Houghton. Kelly stated his age as 27, 2 years older than he previously claimed to be, and Aaliyah produced 2 pieces of ID that appeared to show her to be 18.
Why and how? I'll explain. Kelly apparently decided to marry Aaliyah because he feared he had impregnated Aaliyah. So, Kelly bribed an Illinois government employee to get a fake ID proclaiming that Aaliyah was 18. This is just too messed up. But in 1995, their marriage was annulled after the family got involved. The documentary Surviving R. Kelly revealed the dark side of Kelly's life, which was filled with sexual abuse and unlawful relationships with minors. Moving on, we have Chris Hemsworth, brother Liam Hemsworth, and singer Miley Cyrus. The handsome actor and the pop icon started dating in 2009 when they met on the set of The Last Song. After almost 3 years of dating, Liam proposed to her in 2012, but called off the engagement in 2013. I wonder what happened. But the romantic spark between these two came back again in 2016 when they were engaged for the second time. The couple got married in 2018, but the marriage was short-lived. They divorced in 2019, just months after they tied the knot. The divorce brought in a lot of media attention. People were saying they were not meant for each other and that Liam and Miley had very different personalities. Sure, these two had their share of awkward moments, but after a while, things were not working out as smoothly as they used to between them. The next celebrity romance was very famous. It was filled with famous court trials, and the media just covered every little piece about their marriage. Yep, it is Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Depp and Amber first met while filming The Rum Diary in 2006, and then began dating in 2012. After almost 3 years of dating, the couple got married in 2015. Initially, they seemed like a good match, a Hollywood power couple. But soon, there was trouble in paradise. In May 2016, Amber Heard filed for divorce and obtained a temporary restraining order against Depp, alleging domestic violence. But Depp denied any of this and said that Amber was the one abusing him.
And you know that it's not true. It's to slice you up. It's to bring you down. It's to demean you. It's to bring you into a place where you start to believe that there's something wrong with you. There's plenty wrong with me. There's plenty wrong with a lot of people.
I am here because my ex-husband is suing me for an op-ed I wrote.
He labeled her accusations as false and part of a plan to gain financial advantage. Things were very interesting now, with people tweeting their opinions and the media fueling the fire. When the divorce was finalized in 2016, Amber won the case and was awarded $7 million. But things didn't end there. Depp filed a defamation case against Amber and he won that. The drama went on till 2022 when all of their legal troubles were over and both of them went their separate ways. It seems like Pete Davidson has made it back to our list, but this time he is with Ariana Grande. They started their romantic journey in 2018 when Pete and Ariana were all lovey-dovey after their performance at the Billboard's Music Awards. But it was not made public yet. Just a few days after the Billboard's Music Awards, both of them were seen in public together. Everyone was so curious to know more about their relationship, and that's when Pete surprised everyone. Just after 4 weeks of dating, Pete popped the question, "Will you marry me?" to Ariana. And guess what? She said yes. They seemed like two young people who quickly found love, but things went south real quick when Ariana's ex, Max Miller, died of an accidental overdose. This had a mega impact on Ariana, and that was that. Their engagement was off, and Ariana and Pete never got back together. Ariana even released a song named after Pete Davidson after their breakup.
I wasn't gonna do jokes about this, but then my buddy told me, he's like, yo, I recently heard that Ariana said she had no idea who you were and she just dated you as a distraction. So now I just think it's like fair game. And you're like, Pete, this isn't fair. You're like, you're airing out dirty laundry. How could you do that? Where did she say this stuff? To her friends? In the confidence of her own home? No, she said it on the cover of Vogue magazine.
Next up, we have Rihanna and Chris Brown. These two had a very troubled relationship, and it was one with heavy public attention. The pop queen and the rapper met when both were teenagers, and they began dating in 2008. They were going to be the next power couple in the music industry after Jay-Z and Beyonce, but that wasn't the case. Things went really bad in their relationship when Chris Brown assaulted Rihanna the night before the Grammys.
She tried to kick me. It's like just her just being upset. But then I really hit her, like I with a closed fist, like I punched her, and it busted her lip.
The incident led to his arrest and a highly publicized court case where he pleaded guilty of felony assault. After this incident, they broke up but got back together for a brief period in 2012, but broke up and parted ways for good.
And I'll say that to any young girl who's going through domestic violence. Don't react off of love. F love. To come out of the situation and look at it third person and for what it really is, and then make your decision.
Moving on, we have Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee. Their relationship was a crazy one. Tommy and Pamela met on New Year's Eve in 1994 at a club in Los Angeles, and it was love at first sight. After just 4 days of knowing each other, they got married in 1995. As both of them were big Hollywood stars, their relationship was always under the spotlight. Their relationship was filled with controversies, and one of them was when their intimate video was leaked. This heavily impacted their relationship. After having 2 children, Pamela filed for divorce in 1997. Tommy faced several legal troubles, including arrest related to substance abuse, and in 1998, he was arrested for spousal abuse of Pamela. Let's move on to the next celebrity couple on our list, and it is Fergie and Justin Timberlake. The Black Eyed Peas singer dated Justin Timberlake when she was 23, and he was still a minor.
It's very true. All of the love songs are definitely about different boyfriends that I've had.
NSYNC's very own Justin Timberlake. Justin was 16 years old.
There are breakups, there are makeups, there are dysfunctional relationships. There are also struggles with, my substance abuse.
They dated in the late 1900s when they were both rising stars in the music industry. They met as teenagers while working on the Mickey Mouse Club, and their romantic relationship began around 1996 and lasted till 1999. There were a lot of questions because Justin was 16 and Fergie was an adult. Well, it is natural to question their relationship because dating a minor is illegal and unethical. When she was asked about her relationship with Justin, Fergie always chose to plead the fifth. But they broke up due to their busy careers and the pressures of young fame. This celebrity couple was seen as the most iconic couple in Hollywood history. Any guesses? It was none other than Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. These two used to make the headlines for being the most hottest couple in Hollywood, but then they made headlines for something else. Jolie and Pitt met during the filming of Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Come to Dad.
Who's your daddy now?
At this time, Pitt was still married to Jennifer Aniston, and Jolie was a single mother. After his divorce from Jennifer Aniston, he and Angelina Jolie were a thing. The rumors about Brangelina were spreading, and in 2005, Jolie confirmed that they were dating. As both of them were one of the biggest Hollywood stars, their relationship was always closely watched by their fans and the media. After years of being in a relationship, they finally tied the knot in 2014. But it didn't last long. On September 2016, Jolie and Pitt got into an alleged physical altercation on a private plane ride with their 6 kids from France to their home in Los Angeles. This led Jolie to file for divorce in 2016, citing irreconcilable differences. This led to a long and expensive legal battle regarding custody of their 6 children and financial matters. Let us now take a look at the much talked about and chaotic relationship between Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. Ben and Jennifer, or Benifer, was the it couple of Hollywood during the early 2000s. Although they broke up and went their separate ways in 2004, their romance rekindled again in 2021 when the two were spotted together as a couple. These two were looking pretty serious with their relationship. Hoping that their relationship would work out this time, Ben and Jennifer got engaged in 2022, and later that same year, they got married in Vegas. As both of them had been engaged, it was surprising to see them back together after 17 years. There were many doubts about their relationship. After a brief, happy, and peaceful phase, trouble started popping up. In 2024, Jennifer filed for divorce and has been separated since. Our next celebrity couple is Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. They had a highly publicized relationship that started in the early 2010s. They were first spotted together in 2010, and their relationship quickly became a favorite of fans and the media. The Bieber fever and the love for Selena were growing. Over the years, Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber broke up several times, with their relationship filled with emotions and public drama. But soon, the couple started facing serious problems. There were rumors about Justin having an affair during their period apart. The couple went on a break for some time and finally ended their long relationship in 2018. Justin married Hailey Baldwin later that year, and Selena was focusing on her mental health. Hollywood has seen their controversial couples in its long history, and the one between Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton was one filled with trouble and controversy.
Well, if you are so devoted to each other, as I think you are, what about all these rows? You can't pick up a movie magazine or anything about Liz and Dick battling?
No, I must say we enjoy fighting. I think that fighting with somebody you love and are really sure of, and if you're really sure of yourself in your love, I think having a fight, an out-and-out, outrageous, ridiculous fight, is one of the greatest exercises in marital togetherness.
The couple met on the set of Cleopatra in 1962, where Taylor played Cleopatra and Burton played Mark Antony. After being together for 2 years, they got married in Montreal in 1964.
1, 10, anyone? No one? Have they kissed you with Caesar's lips, touched you with his hands? Has it been his name you cried out in the dark? And afterwards alone, has he reproached you, and have you begged forgiveness of his memory?
You come here then running over with wine and self-pity to conquer Caesar.
This made headlines as one of the industry's power couples. After 10 years of marriage, the couple decided to divorce in 1974, only to get remarried the very next year. Their frequent fights and reconciliation brought in a lot of media attention. Their affair and marriages are often remembered for both their glamour and their struggles. Next, we're diving into the romantic relationship of Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's relationship was one of the most high-profile in the entertainment industry. They were close friends before Kanye proposed to her, and they started dating in 2011. After 2 years of dating, Kanye proposed to Kim with a lavish engagement in 2013, complete with a private orchestra. When you are the greatest rapper of all time and in a relationship with a Kardashian, it'll be heavily reviewed by the public and media. Shortly after their marriage, Kanye and Kim welcomed their first child, North, in 2013. The The couple had 3 more children, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm. Everything seemed fine between those two, but in reality, it wasn't. Kanye's mental health issues became a significant topic, especially during the 2020 presidential run and his public outbursts, and Kim expressed her concern for his well-being. Having had enough of all that drama and controversies, Kim filed for divorce in 2021, and it was finalized in 2022. The couple is still linked as they co-parent their 4 children.
And I married the best rapper of all time. Not only that, he's the richest black man in America, a talented, legit genius who gave me 4 incredible kids. So, when I divorced him, you have to know it came down to just one thing: his personality.
Next, we have Madonna and Sean Penn. They both had a very twisted and high-profile relationship in the 1980s. The singer and actress met the actor in 1985 and tied the knot later that year.
Why break the silence tonight? Why decide to come out and meet the press? We came to see a great movie. What was it like working together? You've got Shanghai Surprise coming out. What was it like on this film? We didn't work together on this movie.
Their marriage was marked with passion and creativity. As both of them were in the height of their careers, they were often seen in the spotlight. After having a marriage that was known for its fights and troubles more than love, the couple decided to divorce in 1989. Reports of physical and emotional abuse came up after their separation, but that was it. Both of them separated and went in their own ways. Moving on to the story of Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain. They had a romance that involved many things. Courtney met Kurt at a nightclub in Portland, and the two hit it off from there. After dating for a few months, Courtney was pregnant with their daughter, Frances Bean Cobain, and in 1992, the couple got married in Hawaii. Their relationship had a good mix of both love and chaos, and both the singers were constantly being followed by the media. Both Courtney and Kurt struggled with addiction, which led to significant challenges in their relationship, including their highly publicized substance abuse issues. People often question their ability to raise a daughter because of their lavish and carefree lifestyle. But then things soon went dry. Kurt Cobain died by suicide on April 1994. This had a huge impact on Courtney. Looks like Rihanna has made it back to our list, and this time her partner is the rapper ASAP Rocky. Rihanna and ASAP Rocky have been one of the most talked about couples in recent years, known for their stylish appearances and their deep bond. Both of them have known each other for over a decade, when they first collaborated on music in 2013. This friendship gradually evolved into a romantic relationship, which became public in 2020. The couple has been seen together at various events, including fashion shows and award ceremonies, where they showcased their strong chemistry and unique sense of style. Then Rihanna made an announcement that shocked everyone. In early 2022, she announced that she was expecting their first child. But when there is love, there is trouble. The pair broke up in 2022 after Rihanna caught Rocky cheating on her. As of now, both of them still remain friends as Rocky attends Rihanna's programs and both of them featuring in each other's music. When we hear the word romance, we cannot forget Gigi Hadid and Zayn Malik. These two were the most loved celebrity couple, with fans and the public just being happy for them. Zayn and Gigi first romantically linked in 2015 after both of them had just broken up from their previous relationships. They quickly became a favorite couple in the media and made their red carpet debut at the 2016 Met Gala. Gigi and Zayn had an on-again, off-again relationship, breaking up in 2018 but reuniting later that year. In September 2020, the pair welcomed their daughter, Kai. People thought these two were getting serious and was going to get hitched. However, that wasn't the case. The couple broke up in October 2021 after an alleged incident between Malik and Hadid's mother, Yolanda. Both of them are now on decent terms and co-parent their daughter.
Do you look back at what you've come from and go, I was in love?
I think, like, when you ask me what is love, I think the reason that's hard for me to answer that question is I don't know if I've ever actually truly been in love.
Before Kanye West or Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian and Kris Humphries were a thing. Kim and Kris started dating in late 2010. Kim, being a Kardashian and Kris being in the NBA, made their relationship very famous. Things moved on very quickly for them as they got engaged in 2011, so it was natural that a lot of eyebrows and questions were raised. Then in August 2011, the engaged couple got married in a very lavish and extravagant wedding. But it didn't last at all because just 72 days after their marriage, Kim filed for divorce. The wedding and subsequent divorce drew massive media coverage, with critics questioning whether the marriage was genuine or merely a publicity stunt. After Kim filed for divorce, there were legal disputes regarding the split. Kris sought an annulment, claiming that Kim had married him for publicity, while Kim aimed for a divorce. We now come back to Angelina Jolie. She and Billy Bob Thornton had one of the most talked about romances in Hollywood during the early 2000s. They met in 1999 while filming Pushing 10, and their chemistry was instant, leading to a romance that captivated the media. Billy and Jolie was often known for their unconventional relationship and passionate displays of affection.
What's the most exciting thing you guys have ever done in a car, individually or together?
I think it was today. My favorite one in a car was today, just before we got here. What is this, MTV?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Well, you want me to be honest with you? We in the car on the way here.
The famous couple got married in May 2000 in a private ceremony. They often made headlines for very unique things like wearing each other's blood in pendants. Their love story was marked by a blend of romance and controversy. After 2002, things were not so romantic between them anymore. Angelina filed for divorce in 2003, which was finalized later that year, and this was widely covered in the media.
Sometimes, if you get a divorce, everyone assumes that it was nasty, and it's just not always. And it's not that I haven't had a couple of nasty ones, over the years, but...
Both of them moved on with their lives. Angelina went on to become involved with Brad Pitt, while Billy Bob continued his acting career. Next, we have Lindsay Lohan and Samantha Ronson. Lindsay and Samantha, a DJ and music producer, started dating in 2008. Their relationship quickly became a topic of media focus, given Lindsay's celebrity status and their visible affection for one another. The couple often appeared together at events, sharing moments on social media and demonstrating their close bond. Throughout the relationship, Lindsay was fighting many battles, including legal troubles and substance use abuse, which affected their relationship. Their honeymoon ended after being together for just 1 year. Since their split in 2019, both of them had talked about their relationship and their struggles. Moving on, we have the pop star Katy Perry and Russell Brand. The couple met in 2009 at the MTV Music Video Awards and quickly began dating. Just a year after dating, Russell proposed to Katy during a trip to India, with Russell proposing in a lavish and romantic setting. The very next year, both of them made it official when Katy and Russell married in October 2010 in a grand ceremony in India, celebrated with a mix of Western and Indian traditions. Everybody had high hopes for the couple, but it seems like they didn't have it themselves. In 2011, Russell broke up with Katy via text and then filed for divorce later that year. The split came as a shock to many, as the couple seemed they were beyond happy in front of the public. And that was it. After the divorce, both of them went on to just focus on their careers and move on.
When you were married, did you restrict yourself from being all
I think it was a completely normal situation, honestly. I swear to God, there's no mystery. And I don't think that we should be continuing to propagate the idea that famous people are magical and special, because it makes people feel that their lives ain't no good. And I don't think we should be living in that kind of fearful paradigm.
Hollywood sure can be a wild place, and that was proved when Steven Tyler, the lead singer for Aerosmith, dated Julia Misley when she was a minor. Taylor, who was 26 at the time, began dating Misley when she was 16 and even became her legal guardian so that he could take her on tours. This relationship was gross and really uncomfortable. Misley said she and Tyler were together from 1973 to 1976.
I met Steven when I was 16 years old at a concert. We began a relationship that lasted about 3 years. I was underage and he became my legal guardian.
Not to mention that, Misty said she was pregnant just a few years after they started dating, and Tyler pressured her into having an abortion.
I was in the hospital for several days, and Stephen came to me and he said that I needed to have an abortion.
In 2022, Misty filed a lawsuit against Tyler for sexual assault and sexual battery. This revelation shocked the entire music industry as Tyler was being accused of some serious charges here. The matter is still in court and a decision is yet to be taken. At the #1 spot, we have the very controversial and uncomfortable relationship of Harvey Weinstein and Georgia Chapman. Harvey Weinstein and Georgia Chapman, a British fashion designer and co-founder of the brand Marchesa, met in 2004 during an event. They got hitched in a lavish ceremony attended by many celebrities after 3 years of being in a relationship. The couple has 2 children together, a daughter named India and a son named Dashiell. Georgia was always supportive of Harvey's career, and they both had a very strong partnership. Before all the allegations and legal troubles of Harvey, the couple was seen as a glamour pair in the entertainment industry. In late 2017, multiple allegations of sexual misconduct and assault against Harvey Weinstein emerged, leading to his arrest and a significant scandal that shocked Hollywood. Following all this, Georgia publicly announced her decision to leave Harvey, stating that she was heartbroken by the situation. She filed for divorce in 2018, and it was finalized in 2021. Since then, neither Georgia and Harvey have spoken about their relationship.
Weinstein said today it was his wife, Georgia Chapman's decision to separate. He adds, "I support her decision. I am in counseling, and perhaps when I am better, we can rebuild."
And that wraps up our exploration of the 30 most uncomfortable Hollywood romances of all time. From their initial sparks to the awkward moments and challenges they faced, these stories are certainly thought-provoking. Before we finish, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Which romance stood out to you the most? Are there any other celebrity relationships or moments related to this topic that you think we should discuss? If you found this video interesting, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.